Hey, how's it going? I wanted to come on real quick and show a new stack of records that have magically appeared at my door. I don't know how they got here, but they're here. And I've listened to them all, and there's some really great stuff in here, and I wanted to share it. So let's get started here. The first one is a Tone Poet that I did not have. It is Herbie Hancock, My Point of View. The Herbie Hancock releases in the Tone Poet series are so good. The Prisoner release was the first Tone Poet that I got, and I absolutely love that album. I had never heard it before. I'd heard of it. I was on the hunt for a copy and never got around to getting it. Loved it. I loved that period of Herbie Hancock, and this one is no different. This is such an amazing record. I think that Herbie Hancock's material gets really broken up into the sort of Miles era and then like the Headhunters thing and the electric funk. But like the compositions that he was writing at this point in his career were super sophisticated, singable yet complex. Just a really cool sound. And it's not bop. It's like his own development. It's very distinct style. So this one is an amazing listen. It sounds great. Herbie Hancock, My Point of View. Great one. This one is the latest of the classic series that I picked up. This is the McCoy Tyner, Real McCoy. Can't say enough good things about McCoy Tyner. The guy's an absolute genius. He's an absolutely genius musician. He's on a completely different level than everybody else. I would put him and Chick Corea, who recently left us as well, on the same plane. Just guys who can create endless arrangement and composition and harmony from nothing. Can play absolutely anything at the drop of a hat. Masters of their craft. This record is great. Elvin Jones is really great on this record. It's a really great lineup. Joe Henderson is always welcome as well. Real McCoy. Great sounding. This series is fantastic. They just announced that they're putting out Hank Mobley and Art Blakey in April, so I'm gonna grab those as well. This one is My Morning Jacket, Z, on the purple vinyl. Classic album. What's there, to say about this album? It is a stunning statement, artistic statement. This and It Still Moves are certainly one of the greatest 1-2 punches in rock and roll history. Just perfect albums, front to back. I've seen My Morning Jacket live countless times. They are the torch bearers of rock and roll music and good taste and just rocking out with no excuses, and it doesn't feel cheesy. This album's just unbelievable. Every song's unreal. Sounds great. Z. So this is the Monk Palo Alto. Sorry for the hype sticker. Got caught up there. The Palo Alto release, which I did not have. A couple things about this record that I was admiring. One is the packaging is incredible. All of the inserts, the high school brochure and the poster and the insert and the record sleeve are all really well done. Really a lot of care and thought paid to it. The music is phenomenal, like most have said. The recording is what it is. It's a bootlegged, I think, recording from a high school gym, but that doesn't take away from the music. The music is amazing on here. I really like the tunes and the show from this one, maybe more than the other Record Store Day one from this year. Great one. Yeah. So this one I picked up in a local shop. Latin Kick, Cal Trader. The Fantasy colored vinyl. Sounds amazing. This record sounds really, really, really good. Lots of great vibes and great composition. Look at this cover is incredible. Just a really great record, really great listen from the 50s jazz. It's good dinner time music, as they, isn't that the joke? Like jazz is dinner time music or something. All right, this one is probably decidedly not dinner time music. This is Sign of the Times, Prince. To tell you the truth, I've been sort of going back and forth about getting the box set for a while, and I decided to just go with the double disc set. What happens a lot of times with box sets with a bunch of additional material that's not part of the record is, I just sort of always have to weigh if I'm going to listen to it all on vinyl, if it's important to have it on vinyl or not. It was definitely important for me to have this record on vinyl, and I finally picked it up. And I mean, it might be Prince's best album. I love his first one also, but this album, and a lot of other ones, Love Sexy's great, but like, those maybe are just my favorites. They might not be the best. I haven't certainly heard all of them, but Prince's estate are doing it right. They are doing a really good job of releasing stuff that people want to hear, releasing extensive versions of things, releasing unreleased versions of things. They are so inundated with material that he has left behind. So I assume we're going to be getting material for a really long time from that Paisley Park Studios label. The thing about this album is it's just it's so hard for an artist to make an album that relies on sounds from a certain time, yet doesn't sound dated 10, 20, 30 years after its release. It's really hard for an artist to do that. You listen to some, obviously there's countless 80s records that, rockers from the 70s and 60s had sort of fallen into this digital methodology of just like recording and using horns for synths and stuff like that. But like, you hear stuff like Van Morrison and you hear the production and the songs, and like you strip all of that stuff away and the songs are really good. So it's like this type of album that's very sort of steeped in a particular era. Still today, when you put it on, it sounds like it's present right now, like maybe even from the future. I don't know. It's crazy. This album's insane. It's so good. It is so good. I also love just like the whole Versace like inner label there. Super cool. Sign of the Times. If you don't have this reissue, get it. It's unbelievable. Okay, so that is the stack for the beginning of this week. I have some more stuff coming, and I have some spotlights I want to do on particular reissues that I've been getting as they've come out. So stay tuned. All right, take care.